Hey everyone, Taya Fristed here with the Endurance Lab, and today we're looking at the Zwift Academy workout extensive anaerobic 1 minute. This is from the 2018 Zwift Academy, and it's workout number 5. If you have done workout number 4, you will see that workout number 5 is very, very similar. The biggest difference here, instead of 25-second all-out efforts, the Academy is looking for you to do 1 minute all-out efforts. I'll walk you through it. The warm-up is your usual ramp up, and then there are a few over-unders here as part of your warm-up. Over-under meaning, well, it's not over threshold, but it's 1 minute at 90% of FTP and 1 minute at 65% of FTP. So you do that 4 times, 90, 65, 90, 65, 90, 65 as part of your warm-up. Then you take a very short break here of a minute, and then you have 3 minutes at 95% of FTP. So all of this is designed to get your legs ready to go, get you warmed up enough so that you can produce those 1 minute efforts. And the 1 minute efforts here that, again, the Academy is looking for will be the equivalent of the last kilometer of a race or a short climb when you're going for the finish line. All right. So, there's another 1 minute here as 115% of FTP. This is still part of the warm up and leg opener. Okay. So similarly to workout number 4, workout number 5 will give you 3 guided efforts for you to dial in your power, your cadence, and your gears. So do not use erg mode for this workout. That way you can really shift and work as you need to for each of these intervals, but also when you get the ones that you're supposed to go all out, you can do so without erg mode. So here, you're going to do these 3 guided efforts of a minute each. And just like the number 4, you're going to use this as an idea of how to move forward. 150% of FTP is your first one. Then you have enough rest in between, 6 minutes. And again, take the rest completely. Don't worry about getting a star for the rest period. You really should just be resting as much as you can before the next effort. Then you do another minute at 160% of FTP. Rest for 6 minutes. And the last one here, 170% of FTP. So these will feel pretty hard. If you cannot, let's say, complete the last one at 170% of FTP, that will tell you that when you go do your own here at whatever power you know you can sustain for a minute, you know you have to be either below 170 or above, right? So that will give you an idea. All right, so rest for 6 minutes, and this is your 1 minute on your own. So you decide the power you're going to hold. And the key here is to maintain the same power throughout the 1 minute. Do not start hard and fade in the middle of the interval. So if you do 30 seconds at 200 watts and 30 seconds at 100, then it is not as good as if, you should have done then maybe a full minute at 120 or 130. So find something that you can hold for a minute. The recommendations, the instructions will tell you not to change cadence, or at least try to maintain the same cadence for the full interval. So really here is where you're supposed to dial in your gear, if you can, for that duration of that workout and make it steady for that 1 minute. And then you take 6 minutes of rest, and by then your legs are quite tired, but you have another minute to go. So you have another one to give it a go. It is the last one, so if you want to try to go a little harder, you could. And again, if you drop 10 watts, that's okay. If you start harder than you think you can sustain, you drop just by 5-10 watts, that's fine. What you don't want happen is to have an interval that looks like this, right? A ramp down. So yeah, pretty straightforward, but again, you're supposed to really do your maximum efforts here and come well fueled for this session, because even though you get plenty of rest and those intervals are super short, they are very, very intense. Good luck.